It's embarrassing for me to say this, but I need to make a confession that I've been living a lie. Turns out I accidentally did not get a PhD in exercise physiology, and I don't have 20 years of coaching experience. Just a guy that's been working down at the car wash. Not one of those nice ones either. The ones that they just have the spray token-fed ones. And been working there 5 hours a week for the last 40 years. Just started making videos to pretend like I was something I wasn't. So, just want to say I'm sorry that I provided advice in the area of strength conditioning and fitness testing, nutrition, and all the rest. But I do want to thank you for the millions of dollars that I've made, and I won't be giving any of that back. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Dr. Miller here, talking about the latest and greatest influencer fail, and that would be the Liver King. I'll be honest with you, I don't have a big vested interest in the Liver King. I don't really know a ton about him. I've seen some of his stuff. Just want to make a video, though. I know everybody's dunking on him right now, and I just did too. I think it's funny. If the fact is that somebody didn't lie, right? That's not funny. But I did want to make a video, and I'm not like somber or like reflective here. I'm just kind of old, and sometimes I have to pause for a second because my brain's slow. But this is all I want to say about this. Is a classic case of chasing rainbows and fairy tales. Now, the Liver King's message from the little bit that I followed him over is, it's not bad in general, right? It's just, I mean, he has time to exercise because he's an influencer, and he has looks like a nice piece of property he can enjoy. And so getting outside, enjoying the outdoors, exercising as much as you can, eating quality food, right? Those are all good things. Even if, the macro distribution is a little bit skewed one way or the other. But the general message is good. The problem is that it's been sensationalized, right? And we all fall for this crap, the snake oil salesman thing, over and over and over again, okay? Because we don't want to hear the real message. The real message is it's the daily grind. And I use that word grind. I think maybe that's not a good word. It sounds like it's awful all the time. And there's some days that are harder than others. But if you want to make a change to your physique, you want to make a change to your health, you want to get stronger, you got to put in the work. There are magic bullets, and they're all illegal. For the most part, they're all illegal. Okay, so if you don't want to, violate federal law, then you need to embrace the fact that this is a long game. When I work with clients, I try to impress upon as many of them as possible that this is a long game. When it comes to training, I use the phrase, let the volume build you, right? If you want to build muscles, you got to let it build you over time. You can't just smash yourself against the rocks. If I just work really hard this cycle, I'm going to get the gains that I want. Well, all you do is you get joint pain, aches, and you get really tired, and then the next cycle sucks. And so you can't let the volume build you, okay? When it comes to diet, if I can just, and I've guided people through this process, if I can just get super, leaned out and shredded, then, then what, right? That's the next question. Can you hold it? Now you got to hold that for a year and a half, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, right? So there's nothing wrong with trying to lean down, and then, and this, again, one of those long game impressions I try to make is you want to lean down for a time, and then you go back to a baseline body weight that you're content with. And then if you want to lean down during certain times, again, you can, but it's the long game. It's the decisions that you make every day. We all need a kind of a reality check. And I think every once in a while you have a Liver King, kind of thing that happens to say, listen, there is no magic bullets. This extreme lifestyle and physique and all these things that we want to chase, it's good marketing to talk about some of these things, right? Because they sell books and people watch videos and everything else. But the reality is it's just the daily work that you have to put in. And it doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It just means it's the daily work you have to put in. And when we look at people online that look great and have, let's say it's a physique thing that somebody's chasing, well, you have to kind of recognize, even if they aren't on anabolic steroids, they have all day to train. Like there's some realistic things that need to be weighed. If you're a mom of 3 and you work full time, your time is going to be a little different than the 22-year-old that has no children and is a professional CrossFit athlete. That's going to be a little bit different. There's, what she does every day in order to be shredded with very little life stress is going to be a little different than what you face on a day-to-day. If you're a guy that works in an office 8 to 10 hours or pulls some long hours, and then you want to look like the Liver King, okay, is it helpful to eat more like him? Sure. I would say a little more carbs maybe, but helpful to eat more like him? Well, yeah. Move towards healthier food in general is what I'm getting at. Okay. Is that helpful? Sure. But are you going to look like the Liver King? Well, are you on anabolic steroids, and do you have all the time in the world to train every single day? So just a reality check. I thought I'd throw my hat in the ring a little bit on the Liver King controversy, if anybody cares. I know a lot of people in the YouTube land are talking about it, but it shouldn't be a shock. And there'll be another one next year, and there'll be another one after that, and there'll be another one after that, and there'll be another one after that. This has been happening for a long time. Again, all the way back into the snake oil salesman. I'm sure back in antiquity, there were snake oil salesmen back then too that were selling some magic elixir or magical whatever to cure all your ailments, or, it's all quick fix stuff. It's the same get rich quick stuff too on the financial side. You'll just do this and you'll get rich. Well, that's survivorship bias, right? One person gets rich out of, 10 million people, if even that, maybe even more. And everybody flocks to this program, and then that person gets rich off the program they're selling you, which doesn't work, right? This is this thing we all fall for, because reality takes work and takes discipline. That's just the way it is. But for those that embrace that, they get the results, but it takes time. It takes time. I've been lifting weights for over 30 years now, and I'm getting older now. I'm losing some of my strength, but the muscle mass that I've gained over the years, it took time to build that. The strength that I even have now as an old man, it took time to get that. The busted up lower back that I have, that also took some time to build too. Thank you, college football and lifting like an idiot when I was young. But yeah, all that takes, it builds up over time. So embrace the long game, I guess, is my message on this little rant. And I'll see you guys in the next video.